Welcome to Everlasting Growth Podcast. So, I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I literally finally grasped the ability because, life gets in the way. But if you are new here, my name is Erica. I'm your host, and I will be starting a new podcast, Everlasting Growth. And we will be discussing everything from personal development, just um advice from myself, and I may have people feature on the show. Um a lot of stuff is in store. Like a lot of stuff is in store. I mentioned like in my personal YouTube channel, I mentioned that I wanted to like start sharing information about things and stop withholding so much information and just put out content and just not even think about it, right? So I've noticed along the years, like I've just been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just do this, I'm gonna do that. And I have been realizing throughout my journey of doing social media, YouTube, all of the different platforms that I have always jumped onto things that are trending. And I recently went through a phase where I wanted to do what's trending, but the thing is, when you truly know what your passion is and your purpose, or you find that passion, it's like God is trying to fight with you to show you that. And that's the phase I've been going through for the past couple. To be really honest, like I've been going through a phase of battling with trends and battling with myself of what I want to do and battling with just growth, period. So the reason behind the name of the podcast is because growth is everlasting. Um, it doesn't matter if, you know, tomorrow comes and you're still doing the same thing, but there's something that you learned the day prior. There's something that you learned the minute before. There's always growth. It's inevitable. It's something that is going to be continuous. It's going to be it's 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 never ending. So I was like, "You know what? I have went through challenges in my life with a few things, and it has caused me to embark on a journey to where I can show and I can share information with other people about certain things that I know can benefit others. And I'm on that journey where I'm like, if it doesn't benefit me, then I don't want to share it with the world. Um, I went through a phase where I did personal training. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't for me because it was an experience and it's something I had to go through in order to realize like that is not me. Um, I do still work out. I do still go to the gym. I am open to training clients or training people if they are willing or need it. Yes, but as far as pursuing a personal training career, that is not my embarkment. So I'm learning myself. Like, I have been off of YouTube for a little while now. So I have been off and on. Let's just say that. I've been off and on. So if you go over to my personal channel, um, I'll link it down in the description. But if you go to my personal channel and just scroll and just look through and start from the beginning, when I first started YouTube till now, you'll see a lot of change and a lot of growth. And I want to start sharing information and give positive resources and positive tools that can benefit you guys and the world. That is the main reason for this podcast. I want to share beneficial information. I want to be able to put out content and put out, things that can enlighten you and can motivate you and inspire you to do better and to embark on that journey of growth because growth is everlasting. And that is the reason why I decided to name the podcast that, and I really was on the fence about this for the longest, but I can remember a time where I don't remember what I was doing. I was doing a YouTube video and I recorded it on my personal channel, but I don't remember exactly what I said. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know the words verbatim or what I think was, I have so much information that I withhold, and I really do. I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of areas, and I withhold a lot of information, and my loved ones, the close ones around me, my family, like, I get it all the time, like, "You're so smart. Like, you should be this, you should be that." And it's like, you guys on the outside looking in, it's like, it's easy to say those things, but I have to be the one to fulfill that. So, anyone can think that you are this or think you should be that, or, like, they look at you and they're like, "Oh my god, she should be doing this." But it's all within. And I'm also a firm believer of the Lord, and I put him first in everything that I do. I always ask for direction and protection in everything that I do. And I have been, like I said, on the fence with this for so long, but I'm like, "You know what? I need to just go ahead and do it." And I have a weak area when it comes to perfectionism. I will wait and wait and wait and wait and wait to do something until I know it's perfect. That is an area for me that I need to work on. That's right there for me being vulnerable and transparent with you guys. That is an area I need to grow in. So perfectionism is going to steal your joy for sure, because it's going to steal your joy, it's going to steal your peace, it's going to stop you from doing things that you should be doing right now, but you're letting that stop you. Stop letting it stop you, because there's a lot of things that I'm not going to say I should be doing, because everything happens for a reason, but there are a lot of things that I would like to be doing that I have stopped myself from doing because I'm waiting for the perfect moment. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Um, like they say, you only live once, and what are you waiting on? Time waits for no one, and we all know this. Time waits for no one. So, with that being said, I just I really it's crazy because I've really been like MIA. And now that I think about it, like I've been MIA. I haven't been associated with anyone, except for like family, people close to me, like everyone, that I see daily as far as family, work, etc. Um, but other than that, I've really been MIA. And I've shared the idea of podcasts with my close loved ones, but I just didn't know if I really wanted to pursue it. But something has told me to do that. God has guided me here. Um, there's no other way around it. Like, I ask him in my prayer when I talk to God, I always ask for direction and protection. God, if it's not for me, protect me. If it is for me, direct me, because wherever I need to be, he's going to place me there. And you're put in environments and areas and situations for a reason. There's always a reason behind it. So I really feel like what I'm doing at the moment is what I should be doing. So I've been MIA, and I haven't really been open to people. Um, so for most of you guys that know, or especially if you are returning and you've watched my personal channel and you are now watching the podcast, um, most of you know, but for the people that don't know, um, my brother passed in 2023, and it's crazy. He passed 2023 in August the 2nd, and it's about to go on 2 years. So I it life has been different. Life has been so different for me. And like I said, I want this podcast to be strictly about personal development, growth, ways you can make your life better, your daily life better, your relationships, um, your journey with personal development, just your just everything. Anything that can cause you to be a better person. That is what this podcast is strictly about. So I want to open up about this because this is something that has caused me not to be interactive and to be active and to be sociable and to be, just me, I guess you would say. Um, Ever since then, life has been like this for me, literally. One day I'm feeling good. One day I'm not feeling good. One day I want to be around people. One day I don't want to be around people. One day I'm crying. The next day I'm happy. And that's part of life. Emotions are going to come and go. But I noticed when he passed, that's when I started to realize my life really did change. And people say, like, when you lose a loved one, that's the new life. And it really is crazy because I just never could imagine it. And until this day, it's like I replay that day over in my head. And it's like, it's just something that you just have to move on from. And that is going to be another episode on the podcast. So make sure that you are subscribed to the podcast so you don't miss that episode. There are a lot of different episodes coming. Um, I just can't wait to share with you guys everything that's in store, all the different topics we're going to be discussing, all the beneficial information that you can learn from, use it as a resource, use it as a tool, use it as something you can revert back to and reflect on so you can use it in your daily life. That is the main goal, the main purpose of the channel. So I'm just glad that I'm able to give and deliver the information because when I tell y'all, I really was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I had moments where I would just be, doing my own little thing or be going down the road or in the bathroom doing my hair or getting out the shower or whatever, just doing my regular thing. And I'd be like, I don't really know if I should do that. Like I just don't know. And it's like you have to really sit back and think, like, is it something you want to do just because, or is it something that you're just doing because like it's a trending topic? Or is it something you really pursue? Because that has been the problem with me. And like I said, transparency is everything with me now. I am doing everything here. Well, not here going forward. I've been since honestly a couple of months now, everything's been intentional with me. Like I'm not just gonna be doing something just to be doing it. So this year is just everything is intentional and not even just, oh, I'm gonna do this because so and so wants me to do this, or I'm gonna no. Stop people pleasing. That's another thing. Stop people pleasing and doing things for others. Do things for you. The right people will come along for you. Don't change you for other people. Don't change you for other people. Change you for you, and then the ones that are meant for you will attract, right? You are a magnet for sure. So, me being transparent with y'all, I am not doing anything that is not serving me. I will not allow things to take my energy that is not serving. I am not going to be in environments or circles or around certain people that I feel like are draining my energy. I'm not gonna give certain reactions to things that don't deserve a certain reaction. Controlling your reactions and your emotions. We all have those moments where we're just all over the place. We just, you know, life just lives and we just have moments. But when you acknowledge that and you move forward, that's a different story. And that's a part of growth. The first step is acknowledgement, taking accountability. So we're definitely growing here. We're definitely growing here. We're definitely growing here. Like everywhere we are growing. And it's just, I don't know, y'all, like I'm excited. Like I'm really excited because I my personal channel started off like everywhere. Like I was everywhere with all of my content was everywhere on my personal channel. I was from vlogs, I was from um mukbangs, I was from like beauty and skincare, like to fitness, to travel. Like it was just all everywhere. But I'm starting to realize those are my hobbies. I love to travel. I love to, look pretty. I love to work out. Those are my hobbies. But you have to find something that is going to spark you. And I believe this is something that sparks me. Talking to other people, um, sharing information with other people, just getting to know people, picking people's brains a little bit, and just, opening up to others and then allowing others to open up to you because it's all about growth. It's all about helping other people. It's all about sharing, different ideas, tips, tricks, advice, giving, resources and tools to someone that doesn't know it. There could be something that I'm sharing that you guys may not know, and you guys could share something with me that I may not know. Right. So it's all about growing. It's all about experiencing different things and ways of life. So it's good that you get out and then you be around different people and you experience different things because that's how you grow, right? So, yes. But yeah, I am excited for this. Very, very, very excited. And God is guiding me, y'all. So I'm gonna put my little mic here because your girl has some tea right here. So I've been on a little tea kick as well. Literally. Been on a tea kick and um I was drinking tea faithfully for like I was drinking tea faithfully like every day for like a month or two. And when I tell you I felt a big difference, like with my sleep, with my skin, with just my overall health, I could tell a big difference. So I would drink, just regular green tea and then just drink like some lavender tea. And it really does. It's really, really good. It really does help. This tea is green tea. So good. It's gonna do it every time. For sure. So yeah. Um, I do want to get into some stuff a little bit. So I'm not gonna dig too deep because this is just the intro. But like I did, I wanted to share, the meaning behind the name. So everlasting growth is um the meaning is based upon just, personal development, growth, um, changing your way, your outlook of life, doing things differently, using things that you're going through as a growth tool, not just going through things and allowing them to control you, but actually using those things and growing through life with it. Um, I am a religious, spiritual person, so God is incorporated into this podcast. Just wanted to throw that out there. Um, yeah. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning. I've asked God for the direction, and He has gave me the go. He has gave me the go. I've had too many signs. I've I've just it's just too many good signs happening for me just not to do it. So definitely gonna do it. So I did want to mention, since I am a religious girl, woman, anyway, I do have my Bible here. Um, this will be this will be introduced in some of the episodes. So yeah, that's another thing too. If you are not close to God if you're not in your word, if you want to be more into your word and you feel like you're lacking in that area, this is something that can help you. This is something that will be incorporated, introduced into the podcast. So make sure you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe because who knows, that moment could be for you. So this is just my good Bible here, my She Reads Truth Bible. Um, it's my favorite thing. Just this is my baby. Like I take this with me everywhere I go, literally everywhere I go. Yeah. So this, like I said, this is my baby. So I keep that with me here. Um, when I do a podcast. So we just we secure. This is my weapon. We are secure. So as far as like just what you see now, I'm just cozy right now. Like literally just cozy. I have my mic here. I have a candle burning. I have my Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey here. Um, and then I have this Great Habit book that I decided to put here as well because that's one thing we are incorporating into 2025 is good habits. That is something that I always struggled with. Transparency, note. Um, always struggle with good habits. Always struggle with a routine. Always struggle with being consistent. Always struggle with being disciplined. Let's be transparent, really. Like this is not something I'm afraid to share. I used to be afraid to share these things with y'all. And for the new ones, for the new viewers, for the new, I'm gonna call y'all. I'm gonna find out a name to call y'all. But yeah, I used to be scared to share information. Why? Because I was afraid of what others would say or how the world would view me. But now I know who I am internally, so I can't let that affect me. I don't let it affect me. And I would say I wish that it happened differently, but I'm not because everything that happened in my life played a part, did what it was supposed to do in that season, and got me here. And if I didn't learn what I learned, I wouldn't be here. Because who's to say that I wouldn't have did what I did and decided to do a podcast or thought about doing a podcast? I wouldn't have. Realistically, I wouldn't have. Um, but like I said, it's something that I really just decided to just do it. And before this, because I was like, this week I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I was like, you know what? I don't have this plan, I don't have this plan, I don't have this plan, I don't have this plan. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Stop, Erica, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for this and this and this to be like this. It's okay to do some planning here and there to get yourself on a schedule to where you know you can post this and post that and put it out at a certain time. That's fine. But waiting to do things in the perfect moment and just that's one thing about me. If I'm gonna do something, I'm just gonna do it. Here going forward. I'm just gonna do it. Not waiting for the perfect moment. Because you keep waiting for the perfect moment, you're not going to do it. You're just not. Because there's never gonna be a perfect moment. Mm, green tea is really good. So I do add honey to my green tea. I don't just drink it straight. The taste is too bitter for me to do that, but I do add pure honey to it, and it's really, really good. So, yeah, really, really good. But I do, like I said, I have this stuff here, and I have this table I got here, and then I just have this, um, I guess this, I don't know if you call that eucalyptus or whatever. I got it, and then it's just in like a little clear vase. But aside from that, this is my little area. I have my little couch here, um, my little books, the candle, my tea, and that's the aesthetic for right now. More things are on the way. More things are coming, but I'm not gonna talk too much because I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see. I don't want to talk too much. And this is supposed to be just an intro. So I didn't want it to be too long, but I want it to be long enough to where you guys can kind of get the picture and grasp what's going to be going on and just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say because great things are in store. God has placed a lot of things on my heart to share, and I am ready to share. I am officially over just withholding a lot of things that I could be sharing to someone that maybe could help someone that can stop someone from, doing things or harming themselves or to get out of that funk, because our country in the US, like depression rates and anxiety rates are like through the roof. And a lot of that stems from generational curses and it stems from limiting beliefs and people just telling you in your past, in your childhood, that you couldn't do this and couldn't be that, and just being around certain environments. That is what it stems from. So you have to go back to your roots and figure out where it came from. And when you are a curse breaker in your family and you're breaking those generational curses, it's going to be so, so hard. So, so hard. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 20, you can be 50, you can be 60, you can be 80. Breaking those generational curses are going to be hard. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't give up because the moment you give up, you could be walking into your breakthrough. And I'm so glad that I have the ability to share the information. And I'm going to keep saying that because God is going to direct me in my words. I always ask Him, God, equip me with the right material and the right resources and guide me in my words so I can speak life and speak words and speak your word into others. Always ask Him that every time I pray. So now I'm noticing when I talk to others, I think. Sometimes now I'll take some seconds before I even respond to someone. And I know they're probably looking at me like, is she crazy? But no, guys, like literally, when I say I have grown and matured in so many ways, I have grown and matured in myself, in how I present myself, how I carry myself, how I talk to others, engaging in conversations. I have changed and matured in so many ways, and I thank God because I always ask God, I'm like, God, I just ask you for growth. I ask you to just give me what I need and equip me with what I need to get through this life. Guide me onto the journey and the path that you want me to walk. Because I don't want to do it my way. I don't. I tried. And every time I try, and every time I try, I fail. It never works out. All the things that I tried to pursue, it's a hobby. They're hobbies for me. That's not my purpose. It's a hobby. It's not a purpose. I'm I'm way past the phase now of wanting to be seen, of wanting to show others what I may have, of trying to be be in the spotlight or just be this. Like, no, I am walking in an era where I'm wanting to be and I am becoming a woman. Um, when you get there, it's like you don't even want to go. Like you don't want to go back. You don't want to present yourself in ways that remind you of your past. It's it is a phase you have to go through to understand. And I'm glad I definitely went there. And I'm so glad that I'm doing this, and I didn't plan the intro because I was going to plan the intro. I was like, the intro is gonna be like just um I'm gonna write out a script and I'm gonna script it and I'm gonna read it verbatim. But I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like I want this to be raw. I want this to come off the heart and just come from my mind and allow God and ask God to guide me in my speaking. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm glad I'm doing it. And I'm grateful and I'm happy and I'm excited because without God, y'all, I don't know. But God, and I'll always be because without Him, I don't know. I don't know where I'll be, y'all. But I just want to throw this in here. I'm really cozy. Like I'm super cozy. I have my little blanket here, my little socks, my little white socks. I feel very like I don't know. I feel very just feel very chill. I feel very relaxed, just chilling. But I'm so glad that I went ahead and did this video and didn't make a script and try to like make it all like cringy. Like, no, I definitely had to do this and make it just as natural as possible. So that's why I finally I'm just, do it. I'm just do it. So that is where we're at. But um, this is the podcast, Everlasting Growth Podcast. Wow, I never would have thought I would start a podcast. I never would have thought I would honestly be in front of a camera again talking because I have grown so much and I have grasped so much information. I have learned so much over the past 2 years. I have, in the past couple of months, the past year, like I literally have learned a lot. I've grown in a lot of great areas in my life. I have put work behind so much. I am forever growing. I am growing, like forever growing, everlasting, right? So I know that this is going to be good. I know that God is going to guide me in this and give me the words to say. Because I was like, what if I don't know what to say? Or what if I just don't feel like I'm good enough? And I was like, you know what? Stop doing that. Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, just do it. Just do it. That's all you have to do. Just do it. Stop being scared. Do it scared. Do it scared. If there's something that you even want to do it scared. Whatever it is, just do it. Do it scared. Do it scared. Time waits for no one. You see how fast that time went by? If you're watching this right now and you went to work today, did you see how fast that time went by? Just think about if you were doing that and it was something that you really love to do. And you may love your job if you're not working for yourself. And if it's something you really don't like to do, think about if you were investing that time into yourself and then later on it paid off. But you're waiting to do it because you're scared. You're scared. You don't have enough this, you don't have enough that. You're waiting for the perfect moment. That's one thing that gets me, you know? We wait for the perfect moment, but there's never a perfect moment. But I'm so glad that I've accomplished and I've overcame that area in my life waiting for the perfect moment because today made it. today showed you guys that I'm done waiting for the perfect moment. I was like, "You know what? I think I'm gonna do, the intro for the podcast today." Today is January the 5th, and this morning on January the 5th, I said, "I'm gonna do the intro for the podcast." And then I had a moment earlier, I was like, "Nah, I'll do it tomorrow." I was like, "No, I'm definitely doing it today. I'm definitely gonna do it today. I'm gonna get it over with. If it's not if it's not how I want it to be, oh well. It's a start. You know, you gotta start somewhere." So to remind you, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Do it scared. Do it alone. Do it broke. Whatever you need to do, do it. God said he wants he wants you to use what you have so he can bless you with more. And I've been one of those people where I'm like, I want to make sure I have this and that and this and that and whatever. I could have been started a podcast a long time ago, but I didn't. And there's a reason why I didn't. Perfectionism could have been one, but who knows? There's a reason in the season. So it could have been because, but God, that's why I don't question anything. I used to, but I don't question anything anymore. And like I said, I'm so content and I'm so at peace with myself and with my life and how situations have played out that it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I'm really doing it again. I'm really doing it again. God is so real. God is real. And I have to have that moment. But while I'm having that moment, I'm just gonna take me a tea break because wow, but God, but God, He's wonderful, He's amazing, He's everlasting. He's everlasting. And you guys will probably see me have moments like this on the podcast and in future episodes because I have grown, like I said, so much. And this is what the podcast is about is growth. You are not growing, you are not doing something right. So, like I said, this is something where I feel like I'm growing and I'm becoming newer and I'm becoming mature, more mature. I'm actually walking in my era of being a woman. I feel it. I show up like that. And I know I was in the gym one day and I've been going to, the same gym for a while now. And a girl came up to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh." She was like, "I've never seen you in here before." She was like, "I just want to let you know you are so beautiful." She was like, "I've never," this is her exact word. She said, "I've never seen a baddie as bad as you in here." I'm like, huh. But I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think it's the energy radiating because I literally can walk around, have the rudest face, and be the happiest inside. But I think that's just how my face comes off. Like, oh, she mean, but really, I'm not. Like, I'm the most friendliest, like conservative, happiest, easy to reason and get along with person. Like, I love people with a passion. For the people that really know me know this. Like, I love people with a passion. Love them. Now, how people may like respond at times or come off or how their ways may be, now that's different. But deep down inside, overall, I love people. And then you have people that are not fond of people that don't really like people like that because they're not a people person. I am a people person, but not a people pleaser. But anyways, yeah, love people. And I think that's another thing that drives me to want to do this is because I love people. I love sharing information. I love talking to people. I love to get along with people. I love to reason with people. I love to help people. I love to help people. And just by me doing this, it's like creating a better heart posture for me because it's not only about me, but it's about others and the ones around me. So that is the goal. That is the goal here. So we are growing, everlasting in growth. So that just sums it up, like what it is. So I basically just gave you a synopsis of what's been going on, what's going to be, and how things are going to play out. I'm not going to give you so much information on the episodes and what the topics are going to be about, but just let's say everything that's going to be talked about is going to be something you can um probably like resonate with or benefit from. Maybe it's something that I speak on that you want to share with a family member or a loved one or a parent or a cousin or something, and you're like, you know what, she's dead on. Like, let me share this with so and so. Share the video, like, comment, and share because this is going to be a podcast and it's going to be strictly about growth. Anything and everything you can think about and talk about when it comes to growth. So I'm happy to share it. And like I said, this is everlasting growth. There's so much in store. And guys, continue to break those generational curses. Continue to overcome those limiting beliefs because anything that you have in your that's trapped inside your mind that is not true is going to come out. You are going to fix, you are going to break. And I'm going to try and help you. I am going to try and help you. So while I'm trying to help you, I'm helping myself because there's a lot of information, that I withhold, a lot of things that I do withhold that I don't, abide by. So, um, a lot of stuff that I like inherit, a lot of stuff that I incorporate, a lot of stuff that I learn daily, but not all of the information I use. But I'm learning to work on that. But I am very knowledgeable in a lot of areas and I don't show it. But I feel like now is the time. Now is the time. Um, Life is different. It has been different for a couple of years, but we are getting through it. Um, it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna be great with you guys. You guys are gonna be great with me, and we're gonna get through it together. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it for sure. So, with that being said, thank you for joining in on the podcast. It's Everlasting Growth. I'm your host, Erica, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Love you guys.